Hello everyone, Inventor Sun19 here, and today I have a very special video of a science experiment to show you. This experiment is one that you can do at home, which is safe and easy, and you can make your own hydrogen gas. To do this, you'll need these few household supplies, and because you're not producing too much hydrogen, it is a very safe experiment. So first I'll give you an introduction, which is simply that H2O, or water, is made up of hydrogen and oxygen, and using a process called electrolysis, you can remove the hydrogen and the oxygen into two separate ions, and then when lighting it on fire, it'll make a popping sound to indicate that it's hydrogen. So the process to do this is very simple, which is what I will show you today. By mixing water with salt to make it easier for the ions to split apart, and a bit of soap in there, I'll tell you why in a sec. We can then send a stream of electrons using our power plug on the side there and tinfoil to conduct it. The positive will put out either oxygen or hydrogen, and the negative terminal will put out the other gas. And then by using our lighter and our toothpicks to make a flame, we'll be able to pop the hydrogen bubbles, which is pretty fun. So first, I will get started on the procedure. So the first step is to get yourself a non-conductive container. I have simply chosen a glass jar, and you're going to want to fill it about up to there, 3/4 or more of the way full with water. Doesn't matter what temperature, I'll just use cold water. So now that we have our water in there, what you're going to want to do is get some salt, sea salt, doesn't matter what type, this is just what I have, and you're going to want to add quite a bit of salt to the water to make it easier for the ions to separate. And now stir it in until you've reached the maximum amount of salt that can dissolve, thus the highest concentration of salt water possible. Okay, so as you can see, most of that's already dissolved. And then, using some dish soap, this is just in a glass container here, again, does not matter what type, this will just help to form the bubbles that can trap the hydrogen and the oxygen. So what you're going to want to do is just pour a little bit in just like that. Make sure to pour it in after adding the water, or else it will form bubbles that you don't want. Don't add too much of that, or else it'll be too concentrated. Okay, now for step 2. Step 2 is to get your device to be used for the electrolysis step. So what I've done is to get a 120 volt power adapter, any type will work. Then strip the wire and separate the positive and the negative terminals, and add some alligator clips to the end. Not necessary, but makes it probably 10 times easier. And then simply get some aluminum foil and fold it up into 2 strips of this approximate length that'll fit into your cup and submerge under the liquid. So now what we're going to do is we're going to attach one of these to this end and one to this end, and then the solution you prepared earlier right there, simply clip it onto the side. Make sure they're long enough, by the way. Clip it onto the side and make sure it does not touch the bottom. Let me see if I can show you here. And then using the alligator clips, simply clip it to the side of your container like that. There's the first one done. And the second one on the other side, as far away as possible, and it is vital that these do not touch, or else simply you'll be completing a circuit and no bubbles will form. So let me just attach these two. As you can see, it can be quite finicky. And then by looking into the solution, let me show you this. They are not touching. They are separated. That's kind of hard to see. Okay, now I will plug it into the wall and show you what starts to happen. Alright everyone, I've just plugged it into the wall, and I'll zoom in here so you can tell. Don't know if you can see that or not, but it is slightly bubbling at the surface. I don't know if you can tell, but right over here, by the one terminal, there are a few bubbles. But mostly foamy stuff right now. But just to show you, I'll light my toothpick on fire here. Hear that? There we go. Hear that? Hope you enjoyed the video anyway. And as always, please subscribe as I have lots more awesome videos to share. Thanks for watching.